Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. This game has been more than prominent on the radar for several weeks, and now it has arrived in the form of a late-season top-5 clash. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. One of the things Coach talked to me about was just the importance of getting their quarterback going. This transfer quarterback has been everything they needed and more. They are so grateful they picked him up in the portal. And now today he is close to going over 3,000 yards for this season. They feel confident with the script. They meet every Friday night to see exactly what plays the quarterback likes. So they are confident they'll get him that mark early in the game. I'll keep you posted to how that looks down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to do some business. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Got enough for the first. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Past the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Richard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that goes.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. That's caught. It's Marsh. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country. And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions. Fourth downs.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage.
Snags it, and he's open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it,
and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air. It's Hoover. Hauls it in. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. There's a crease. He's at the 50. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner. in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke. The year before that, they have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, this is an offensive coordinator that has a lot of confidence in his guys, and you can see that from the play call. They were backed up all the way down near their goal line at the start of this drive, but they've stayed aggressive the entire time, putting the trust and confidence in his quarterback.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An 84-yard drive there, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Got the back over the middle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
And defensively on third down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the fourth down.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And I feel like that was predetermined. Like they told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off
on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it on the outside. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Looking for the time with the extra point.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Oh, it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the back foot so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
On third down, he drops to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Hauls it in at the 25. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Fires it down the seam. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
And this QB and wide receiver, like, they are in lockstep. They know exactly where they're going to be. QB really trusting his receiver to make plays. And if I'm him, I'm just going to keep finding him. Because so far, the defense has had zero answer for this 1-2 combination.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for space to the left. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Swings it out to his running back. Snags it, and there's running room. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in 3rd and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the door, let's rush the passer, bring everybody, you know what's coming, get after the QB, and you cause a fumble.
There he goes. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. There's the pressure, and here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Indiana. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back has it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the number 16 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Flames, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown Sooners. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Makes the catch, it's Richard. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Preston. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying.
Makes the catch at the 20. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total. And the Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. In the red area, it's Richard. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Escapes the pressure going right. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense swarming on that loose. It'll be a turnover. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it for a big play. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They looked finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And they call this sudden change, and we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the air on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Looking left. Fires it incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Making side adjustments here. Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Preston. Still running at the 40. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Dumps it to the back. Got him in the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be...
They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter here. Clock stopped with a minute and a half to go. Direct snap. Crosses the 30. A lot of room to the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the outside. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You can have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the 1st.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. The throw. Fires to the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Swings it out to the flat.